Let's create one more tutorial in FreeCAD. In this video, you'll learn to use pad, mirror, fillet, revolve, and hold. So open the FreeCAD and let's go. The first step to create this part, we will make the main body. So we will select the front plane and make this sketch. And here will be the midpoint. And the first thing that we'll make, we'll create a center line here. This center line has 16 millimeters of length because it is 14 plus 2. And we will create this line here with 8 millimeters because it is the radius here. And we will create this line with 14 millimeters of length. So let's create this. Open the FreeCAD and go to create a sketch. Select the front plane. Select polyline. Click here in the midpoint. Make this sketch here. And go to dimension. This line here has 16 millimeters. This one has 8 millimeters. And this line here has 14 millimeters of length. Okay. And now we will create this line here, this one, and this one. This line here has 6 millimeters of length because it is the radius. So select polyline, click here in the midpoint, make a line here. Okay. And here go to dimension. This line here has 6 millimeters of length and press OK. We made this profile. So leave the sketch and go to revolve. The angle 360 degrees and press OK. We made this body. And now we will make this fillet with 1 millimeters of radius. So go to fillet, select this edge, the radius here 1 millimeters and press OK. We made this one. And now we will make this sketch here in the front plane. And the first thing that we'll make, we will create this arc here and this arc here. This arc has 5 millimeters of radius and this one has 11 millimeters of radius. This arc is concentric each other. So go to create a sketch and select the front plane. And in here, go to arc from center and make an arc here with 5 millimeters of radius. And create another arc concentric with 11 millimeters of radius. Okay, we made this one. And now the distance between the center of this arc and the midpoint is 23.5 millimeters. So go to sketch dimension, select this point here. The distance here is 23.5 millimeters. And the distance between this point here and this edge is 20 millimeters. So let's create a reference from this line here. Okay. So to create a reference, go to external projection, select this edge here, active the toggle section view, and select this line here, make this a construction line type. We made this one. And now go to dimension, select this point and select this point here. The distance here is 20 millimeters. Okay. And now we will create a center line here because we'll make this line from this point to this line here and from this point here to this line here. Okay. So let's create this line in the center. So select line, make a line, a vertical line here. This line must be vertical with the midpoint. Okay. And now let's create this line This line is tangent with this arc. This line here is tangent with this arc, and the angle between this line here and this one is 20 degrees. So select a line, click here in this point, make a line between this point and this point here, and go to constraint, select tangent, make this line tangent with this arc, and go to dimension. The angle between this line here and this line here is 20 degrees. Okay, we made this one, and now we will create this line here. The angle between this line and the center line here is 34 degrees, and make sure that this line is tangent with this arc. Okay, so select line, click here in this point, click here and this point, and go to constraint, select tangent, select this arc, and select this line here. And now go to dimension, select this line here and select this one, and move the angle to this side here, and the angle here is 34 degrees. Okay, and now we will create the inside of this sketch, and here we have this point here. We have an arc here with 2 millimeters of radius, and the distance between the center of this arc and the midpoint is 15 millimeters, and the distance between the center of this arc and this point here is 13 millimeters. So select the center arc, make an arc here with 2 millimeters of radius. Okay, let me move this dimension here a little bit, and go to dimension, select here this point. The distance here is 15 millimeters, and the distance between this point here and this line here is 13 millimeters. Let me move this dimension a little bit. Okay, and now we will create this line and this one. The lines are tangent with the arcs. Okay, so select line, click here in this point and this point here, this point and this point here. Go to constraint, select the tangent, select this arc and this line, this arc and this line. Make the same to the other side. We made this profile. Okay, and now leave the sketch and go to pad. We need to extrude this body, and this body has 4 millimeters of distance here. So let's create this, and here the mode will be symmetric and the length 4 millimeters, and press OK. We made this one. Now to create the same part in the other side, go to mirror, and here select transform tool shapes and select add feature, select this body here. Okay, and the plane here, select YZ plane and press OK. We made this one, and now we have a fillet here. So in this edge we have a fillet with 2 millimeters of radius, or a full round fillet, and inside here we have a fillet with 2 millimeters too. Okay, but we have a problem that in the FreeCAD we can't make a full round fillet, so we'll make something. We'll make approximate dimensions. Okay, we will see why we will make this. For example, we'll go to fillet, and the radius here is 2 millimeters. So we will select this edge here. Let me select here, click in select this edge and this edge here. Look, that will be red. We can't make this fillet, okay? But we put here 1.99, it will be possible, okay? For this exercise, I'll use this. So let's create in the other side, create a fillet here, this edge here, select this edge here too, and the radius here will be 1.99 and press OK. It is just for exercise. If you make a zoom here, you'll see that we have a face here. Look at this, okay? And if you try to put more nines, we'll get some errors. For example, 9099. Let's see this. I will make a zoom here. We can't see, but that's it, okay? And now we will create a fillet in this edge here. The fillet here is 1 millimeters, like this one. So let's create this. Go to fillet again. 1 millimeter, select this edge and select this edge. Look that we have an error here because of the other fillet. Look that he changed this to 2, but we use 1.99. And here 1.99, okay? And go to fillet, select this edge here and select this edge here. And the radius here will be 1 millimeters. Okay, we made this one. And now to finish this, we needed to create this hole here through all this body. It is M1, M6, sorry, X1. So let's create this. So go to create select this face and go to create a sketch. And here, select the circle, click here in the center, make a circle here with 6 millimeters and press OK. And leave the sketch. And now go to hole. And here, the standard, select isometric. And the size here, M6X1. And the hole type, you can select the modeled thread and press OK. Sorry, I forgot to the deep type here, select it through all and press OK. We made this one. So that's it. Here we finish our exercise. So thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for more and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.